Hey, it's Mr. K, Physics 30, Unit B, Review Part 1, Numeric Response 1. Okay, now this is a pretty challenging question. We've got a question of what's the net electrostatic force acting on charge 1. So I did a couple things here. Luckily for us, they've already solved the triangle. If they don't, you should do that first. Find your radii from each point and find your angles, as those could become important later on. Okay, so just drawing a free body diagram, negative, 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 everything is repulsive here. So then 2 and 1, this repulsion is going to push Q1 up. 1 and 3, this is going to push it up and to the right. I find those values, 3.26, 1.23, and now here's where things get interesting. I'm going to draw myself a picture. I'm going to go tail to tip. Here's how I did it. I know F12 is going up. I know F13 is going out and to the right. So overall, my force is going to go right here. That's my net. So F12 goes up, F13 goes off to the edge. Now, what I've drawn here is the components of F13. So I know F13Y, so that would be this component right here, is going vertical. And I know this component is going horizontally. So I've simply added them on to make one large right angle triangle. So using my angle 52.1, which I figured out was this angle here, I was able to find my opposite and my adjacent. Now from here, I can now see as a right angle triangle, this is my whole y, 3.26 plus 0.755, and the entirety of the x is 0.970. I use a squared plus b squared equals c squared to find my f net. And then I found my angle. Now it was asking me in terms of the horizontal, so for myself, I just transposed this over here so that my y was my opposite and my x was my adjacent, but you could have simply found this, and then 90 minus would have given you that. Okay, now this is a challenging question. The hardest part here is just seeing this triangle. So once again, F12 goes up. F13 goes off at an edge, but it's easier to take its components. It has a vertical and a horizontal. Okay, if you can just solve yourself that triangle right there into its components and then build one large 90-degree triangle, you can be much better off. In terms of directions, we can see that it's going approximately up and to the right. So then the best answer for that one is going to be 8 to add on. Okay, so that's numerical response number 1 and 2. 4.13 newtons, 76.4 degrees from the horizontal, roughly at a direction going up to the right, like 8. Thanks a lot.